Earth's 9, Reformations 3. After returning and recovering her energy, Maple began to specially research weapons to confront darkened beings. These weapons were also energy illusory, consuming nearly 10% of her energy. Seeing that her siblings trapped in reincarnation had energy levels below 48%, and that the weaker ones had already been completely devoured, she realized that mere survival had become a luxury. Anxious and heartbroken, she began creating avatars in advance, whereas before, she had only formed them after entering the world. A single evil reptilian cannot devour all energy at once. When foreign energy enters the body to a certain degree, the evil reptilian suffers backlash, and with too much, they go mad. Converting positive energy to negative is not easy, just like a snake swallowing a mouse, requiring digestion. Reptilians need time to assimilate energy, entering a dormant or meditative state. The difference lies in intention. Bright souls enter meditation to cultivate inner peace and spiritual growth, while the reptilians are far from idle. They remain secretly active, carrying out their agendas behind the scenes. As avatars of both sides proliferated, Maple's pressure became immense. After being sealed under environmental influence, bad customs and habits developed and became obvious, making rescue increasingly difficult. She could only try to preserve them as best she could. Every time Maple entered the world, she shared her experiences with all her siblings. Yet, she felt lonely, for the truth was too incredible for anyone to believe. Unsurprisingly, her third attempt ended in failure, costing her an additional 3% of her energy. Earth's 9 Reformations 4. After the Chaos Era ended in failure, Maple fell into deep thought. She realized one person was insufficient, for her energy was too dispersed. She had originally not wanted to involve other siblings in danger, but now more people were necessary. She thus had to tell the truth to the siblings in the absolute universe, and many volunteered to enter the Earth alongside their eldest sister. Yet after much deliberation, Maple only brought 30,000. To minimize harm, she gave each participating sibling a magical treasure and repeatedly warned them of potential dangers once they entered the world. That time, she wept like a mother. All the siblings had formed one by one under her watch and grown gradually, yet she had no choice. Indeed, with everyone's support and cooperation, it was a great success, and the chaotic purified era was established. Although of the 30,000 who followed her, nearly 10,000 were later sealed. Their innate sense of justice and kindness kept them tightly united. Because the energy of those originally harmed was too low, down to 35%, they could not return to the absolute universe. Though the situation was under control, almost none had their memories. The Dark Souls also continued their assaults. How could she help everyone return? She fretted. Then she conceived the idea of inventing something capable of carrying people through flight, essentially the first UFO. It needed to be large enough with sufficient power. She had the idea, but manufacturing was not easy. She conducted silent research in her spare time, but had not completed it. Severe internal problems soon arose. The energies of the bright souls had dwindled to low, and they had become hopelessly addicted to harmful habits gradually infiltrated by the Dark Souls. With conspirators both inside and out, this era lasted 3.12 million years before finally collapsing. The fourth attempt failed. When she returned, she brought the original 30,000 back home. At that time, their energies were fully capable of returning to higher dimensions. Earth's 9, Reformations 5. After returning to the absolute universe, Maple felt that relying entirely on energy illusory avatars to fight was overly energy-consuming. The siblings in reincarnation had energies too low, so they could not return by themselves. The UFO previously researched had fallen half-finished. During the Dark Souls repair of the reincarnation system, she resolved to complete building the UFO. She inspected materials everywhere, researched and tested countless times, and finally built it. This UFO can carry 1.6 billion souls. Since our souls exist on a much higher plane than humans, along with the avatars inside reincarnation, Maple believed she could bring them all back. Once the craft was ready, she began researching Ultraman. ultimately creating 25,000 Ultramen, tall and majestic. According to need, an Ultraman could be large or small, very agile. Each Ultraman contained a thread of Maple's consciousness. Each had its own thoughts and would aid in purifying the souls and create various robots, with intelligence almost equivalent to humans. During the ancient Heavenly Court era and the New Divine era, the Dark Souls imitated Ultraman and created numerous mechanical monsters. By repeatedly devouring energy, these machines grew stronger and produced more avatars, facing overwhelming numbers of increasingly powerful Dark Souls. Maple found the battles growing harder and ultimately had to retreat. And the reason we have been seeing more UFOs in recent years is related to Earth's dimension ascension. Humanity has awakened. The Dark Souls were especially anxious that beings awaken to the truth, surveilled the situation by frequently entering from outer universes, stealthily reinforcing seals on beings. They were all executing missions. Why was Earth controlled behind the scenes by a very small number of Jewish people, including wealth? The reason is that Jews themselves are incarnations of Lizard Clan and are unsealed. Their souls were once linked to high-dimensional darkeners. On the history of Ultraman, Ultraman is the original leader of the Machine Warriors. His proper name is Ultraman. There is no such thing as Giga Ultraman in the absolute universe. The eldest brother is Ultraman. The second brother is the third is Ultiki. There are many names, not all listed. These are the Ultraman series, but not as depicted in those comic books. Only a few names overlap, but most are not. Those names in the comic books by Japanese were either misperceived or newly named. Ultraman was the first machine warrior created by Maple and serves as the leader of the Machine Warriors. Maple gave it this name. Over time, each machine warrior developed its own unique name and form, unmatched by any celestial being. They are completely different from the chaotic names found in comics and do not share the same poses. Ultramen are warriors of light souls who have fought alongside Maple countless times, protecting all beings across the cosmos beyond the limits of time and space. Today, each has been upgraded into an avatar of Maple, possessing crystalline bodies. All of Maple's avatars can fuse with Ultramen or separate at will. Some siblings said they themselves became Ultraman, and that was fusion. Combat power increased, and after battle, they parted, intact. Each is a light of Maple, safeguarding the bright souls, some injured, others giving their lives in sacrifice. Therefore, we should stop saying Ultraman is from the Japan. Japan is not worthy of Ultraman, and their Dark Souls, unsealed, had memory, so they later got made into animated cartoons.